The Ocean Gardener by Clara Anganuzzi. Are you ready? Let's take a look. Where the ocean met the sky and the jungle took deep breaths, there was a little island. On a map, this island was just a small speck in the middle of the sea, but it was Ayla's whole world. Hugging the island was a vast turquoise ribbon, the coral reef. Ayla knew how important it was. It's a home for sea creatures. It protects us from storms, and it even gives us the air we breathe, she said. Ayla's mum was a marine biologist, and taking care of the reef was her job. Mom knew which rock the turtle rested on, and where the sharks gathered to get their teeth cleaned. She could even spot an octopus as it flashed past in the blink of an eye. One morning, Ayla and Mom set out for the reef together. "Make sure you don't step on any coral," Mom called. When the water became deep enough, Ayla let herself glide into the magical world beneath the waves. But the further out Ayla swam, the more she realized something was different. The once vibrant and colorful corals were now pale. Meanwhile, the fish were gathering in shoals and disappearing into the deep blue. "Where are they all going?" asked Ayla. "The reef has slowly been fading as the days get hotter," said Mom. "Without the reef, the fish can't survive, so they're leaving to look for a new home." Ayla didn't want the fish to go. The next day, Ayla stretched out her arms and legs as wide as she possibly could. "Stop! Stay here! Please don't leave!" But the fish didn't stop. They leapt over her arms, zipped between her legs, and scuttled over her toes. The bare bone-like reef surrounded Ayla and Mom, not a single fish in sight. "What are we going to do?" asked Ayla. Mom had a plan. They set to work the next day. First, Mom delicately carried tiny pieces of coral from the sea to their house. After this, they prepared tree-like structures in the sea shallows. The corals would be moved here when they were strong enough. When the rescued corals were safely in their tanks, Mom wrote down every detail. Then Ayla took note of the most important thing, the water temperature. Time passed, and the coral branches began to thrive. Soon Ayla's house was awash with life. "I think they're ready to go to their forever home," said Mom. Ayla and Mom swam out to the shallows and started stringing the young coral branches onto the arms of the tree. Mom showed Ayla how to gently glue the larger corals onto stones. Everything was logged and photographed. At last, Ayla and Mom stopped to float and look in wonder at what they had created together, their ocean garden. Ayla visited her garden every day. Like all gardeners, she patiently planted and weeded. Gradually, as Ayla tended to the coral, it grew stronger. A few curious fish arrived, but nowhere near as many as before. "Surely by now the news of the reef has travelled across the sea," Ayla sighed. "Be patient. Change doesn't happen overnight," Mom replied. Each morning, Ayla checked the reef, but still the fish didn't come. Ayla had the lungs of a dolphin and the confidence of a shark. She sank down to the edge of the reef and waited until she couldn't hold her breath any longer. Then, as she stretched her arms for the surface, Ayla noticed a darting flicker of colour. Could it be? Hooray! The fish had returned! They flocked to the reef, painting the turquoise ribbon with shades of the rainbow. All of Ayla and Mom's hard work had paid off, and the ocean garden had exploded into life and colour once again. I hope you enjoyed this book and you've learned something new. Make sure to subscribe. Be good for Mommy and Daddy. Bye-bye.